In a rare Saturday session, the House passed Democrats-sponsored legislation that would provide billions in funding to the Postal Service. The coronavirus is expected to prompt a flood of mail-in ballots. But comments from President Trump against mail-in voting and reports of service slowdowns have raised a firestorm. CBS News correspondent Michael George reports now from New York.
The bill is passed.
The House passed Postal Service legislation that Democrats say is needed to protect the November election.
It was so angering for Americans across the political spectrum that President Trump and Postmaster General DeJoy openly sabotaged the Postal Service in order to prevent people from casting votes through the mail.
The Democrat-sponsored bill calls for the cash-strapped Postal Service to receive an extra $25 billion in funding. House Republicans slammed the legislation, which would also reverse recent Postal Service changes amid concerns about mail-in voting.
This bill is a sham. It is a shame.
Is this part of some vast conspiracy? No. It's part of a decades-long realignment process where the post office is trying to match the needs of the consumers to the post office infrastructure.
After a barrage of criticism, Postmaster General Louis DeJoy said he would halt cost-cutting moves until after the presidential election.
The Postal Service is fully capable and committed to delivering the nation's election mail securely and on time.
On Friday, he told a Senate committee recent delays will not affect mail-in voting. But DeJoy said he would not restore mailboxes and sorting machines that have been removed. President Trump, a vocal critic of mail-in balloting, is now saying he'll deploy law enforcement to polling places.
It's a suppress the vote tactic, as is the suppressing of the ability of the postal system to deliver on its responsibility.
It's unclear if the president has the authority to bring officers to the polls on Election Day. Michael George, CBS News.
The legislation is not expected to be taken up in the Republican-controlled Senate, and President Trump promises to veto the bill if it reaches his desk.